Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Transport Fever 2. Coming at you with more of our Dedication On series. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate your support. Do not forget, if you're enjoying yourself, go ahead and hit that like button every single time. It really does help out the channel. Helps me out a lot with the exposure on the YouTubes, as you know. So do not forget to hit that button. Okay. Let's get right into it. There's a couple different things I want to do on this episode, and I really think you're going to enjoy yourself. We are going to expand this harbor in Druidville. We're going to upgrade our ships, and I'm going to upgrade the production of food so that we can move some of that food into our expanded harbor and transfer it via boat to Dogetopia, because they want food as well. And it's not too big of a trip. It's not too bad from here across to there. As some of you may remember from early on, we actually tried to get a double stop harbor transfer with the boats, and it didn't quite work out. It felt like it was a little bit too long for slow boats, and there wasn't enough demand, and it just didn't work that well. Dogetopia people generally wanted to get on the train and make a much more efficient trip to Dediopolis, and yeah, it just wasn't working that well. So that's fine. We're gonna have some better boats now, and we're gonna get some food across the waters to Dogetopia today. So where to start? Let's go ahead and get our food production up so that we can have the game simulate some increase in the production, and then we can have it transfer. So that'll make it a little bit smoother. So let's go ahead and take a look at our rates first of all. So the rate at which we can move the wheat, or the grain, if you will, to the food processing plant is currently at 181. And what we really need it to be is around 400, which would include all 200 from both of these guys here. If we get to 400, that allows us to create 200 food. The demand in here is like $1.32, and the demand is a little bit under 100 in Dogetopia. Now, once we start meeting this demand, it's going to increase quite rapidly, and we'll need more than 100 in each very quickly. But this is just to get things moving. This isn't necessarily to try and get full access to food for both cities to be like 100% satisfied or anything like that. This is much more about just getting that moving, and eventually, of course, we'll be able to bring more of the food from the surrounding area in order to increase the production and increase the number of processing plants that we're using in order to make sure that they are getting it done. Because right now, as you can see, our production cap is 200. We'd like to get it to 400, but that would require 4 of these just to make meet one level. I'm curious about what they've done, really. Like with the food, they've been playing around with it on updates. It was at 200. They put it up to 400. Now it's back down to 200. Some production numbers are 400, like a lot of the caps are 400, but for whatever reason they've got the food back down to 200, and I'm not really sure why. Because when you think about it, if let's say you've got on a map like this with 12 towns, that means you've got 4 demanding food, and once they get going, you're going to probably require somewhere like north of 200, maybe 250 or 300 per city. So let's call it 250. That means that you are going to need 1,000 food, which means you're going to need 2,000 wheat, which means you're going to need 10 of these farms actively transporting all of their wheat. That's 10 farms to meet the demands of 4 cities. And so, I mean, we have lots around here. We've got like 6, but that's not even going to get us close to there. We're still going to need 4 more. That just seems insane. I don't know why. They've done some balancing with the game, and like I said, a lot of these were brought from 200 up to 400, and at wheat was the grain was brought up to 400, but now it's back down to 2, and I'm not really sure why they did that. But anyway, let's not digress with that too much, because we do need to get some stuff going. So if we need this to be more than double, and we currently have 20 vehicles, I'm thinking if we get it to like 45 would get us close. For right now, we're going to go ahead and buy the best one we can, like this. And let's go ahead and get 20 more in here. Woo, that's loud. So we're gonna cram 20 more of these guys onto the cargo wheat to the processing line, and these guys are gonna come pouring out of here, and we're gonna very quickly learn just how much room we had. The thing is I think we're definitely gonna need more than 40. It might need something closer to 45. So we're gonna need this to kind of work itself out and figure out what it's capable of. The other thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to do an expansion of our ferry pier. And unfortunately, it's going to mean we're probably going to have to get rid of some of these guys here. How close is the boat to getting over here? It's just leaving now. Because it'd be nice, not that it really matters, but it'd be nice to not have to have all of these guys just delete. Because I do want to expand this. Because as this gets into the 70s to be the capacity of the ship, it doesn't really hold that many, so it starts to have a wasted capacity. So I'd like to make that bigger. And I'd also, of course, like to create an opportunity for cargo. And I'm trying to think of exactly how I want to do this. We have the passengers here. I kind of want to do a larger passenger. Pedestrian entrance. Okay, that's not really. Small dock, large dock. Large dock. So I'd kind of like to replace this with that. And then I don't really know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll put... Maybe I won't even make it the same. Maybe I'll make another line, another road here and put the cargo there. And then we could transfer the food down this way. I'm just trying to think of how else I could do this. The other option would be to move this further down this way. You know what? Let's take a look here. I'm going to try something out here. I'm going to try to... go like that. And I'm also going to... try to push this land back a little bit here, so that I can get the harbor in here. And then I'll just go smooth. Like that. And that should get us there. Okay. Hopefully it does anyway. So now we need a harbor. And I'm going to make it a cargo harbor. You know what? Is that going to even work? I don't think it is. Let me try this again. Let's try this again with a little bit cleaner of a line. Could potentially just make it curved like that, and then bring this straight in like that. Then try the cargo harbor. That's going to work much better. The only thing I'm worried about... Is this thing almost there? Okay, let's speed that up for a second. I want to get... it makes no difference, really, if we delete these guys or not, but these guys drop off and pick up, then I can delete that, add another in. I just want to get the spacing right. In fact, what I might actually do is delete this and move it down a little bit. Give myself a little bit more room. Let him fill up, and boom. Delete this, and I'm going to get a passenger harbor. Collision. Okay, so I think I'm going to need to Once again, just get a little bit of this out of here. Without being too aggressive. And then passenger cargo. Why won't that work? Oh, this is collision. Is it a collision with that? I don't really know why this doesn't want to come down further. Maybe if... I was not expecting this to be that difficult, so I just make a little bit more space. Like that. Can always do the smoothing out stuff later. Passenger. There we go. In fact, you know what I could do? I could put it on an angle in the corner. Just trying to get imaginative here. No, that's fine. Let's do it like this. Kind of like what we did, just opposite side of that road, essentially. And then I think what I'll do... plop that down, and then I need to also go... that's frustrating. I want that to be leveled out there. That's weird. Why is that? Yeah, that's a bit better, I think. And then hopefully this will still go in. Yep, okay. What's going on? Thank you. We're almost there, folks. Let's go ahead and plop that back in there like that. Yeah, just wasn't much of an improvement, unfortunately. So much of an improvement. All right, and then I need to do a bus stop to replace that one, and then that line will actually now be even better because it won't have to come down here. It'll just go swoop right up there. And yeah, it's kind of frustrating that it has to do this because it's a double wide, and it won't, when it gets in, it won't just turn left here because it isn't in the right lane, and it's kind of annoying, but I'm going to leave that for right now. And then what I want to do is configure this and bulldoze this and get a large passenger dock. And I think I'm actually going to make it like, I'm considering making it like this instead of like this. I don't know, maybe not. I like it that better. I feel like that looks better. And then over here, what I'm going to do is, I wonder, actually, you know what I'm wondering? If I, let me just try this for a second. Configure cargo. I can put the cargo right off the end of that. Ended up spending a lot of wasted money here. Landing. Whew. Really? That is interesting. That is interesting. I'm not sure if I like it or not, to be honest with you. But I do kind of like the idea of doing this as well at the other side. And then this can be the cargo landing. It's actually got an interesting look to it. I could even change that to a passenger one if we wanted to ever do a second passenger lane coming out of here, or if we had another cargo lane coming in. That would give us options. We could just keep expanding it. But this actually isn't working out that bad. Let me go ahead and keep moving because I don't want to waste a lot of time worrying about this. I could always, offline between episodes, make some adjustments on exactly how we want stuff to look. Now, this is going to drop off. We are going to drop off. Now, the only problem with this is this doesn't seem to be connected. So I'm going to have to redo this road here. Let's see. How can I do this? It's hard to tell if it's making an actual... Or does this have to make a connection? I'm just trying to think here. Yeah, it would have to make a connection to... God, I hope it doesn't have to make a connection to this. I'm not 100% sure how this works, because I've never actually had to worry about having it connect to a second part. Let me just check this. Let's go like this, and we're gonna go like this, and you know what the problem is? I think I can probably fix this. Is there... This is it here, pedestrian entrance or something like that. So I need landings on this no matter what. I'm just going to go like that for now. It's because it doesn't have this section here. And I'm not sure if there's a way to add that on. Or if it's only, unless, maybe it is, this is it here. Yeah, that's the access right there that you need to do. Okay, we got her. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to delete that for a moment, and I'm going to configure this with the landing. Like that around the edge. Won't let me do those, but that's fine. And what I'm going to do is I'll just configure the road. We got her now, Pontiac. There we go. All right. Come on, really? That sucks. I kind of want to... go like this. I want a straight road out of here down to there. God, they could have made building roads in this game so much easier after the catastrophe that was the roads in Transport Fever 1. Collision. That's good enough. We're going to get it here, folks. We are going to get it here. There we go. I like the way that looks all the way around. A little bit crooked there, but can't have it all, you know? All right, so let's go ahead and finally, once again, see if we can't put this bad boy in here. And what I'm going to do is... Nope, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to hit the right button at least once. There we go. I'm going to put this like this. Like that. There we go. So the food can come over here, get on there, and go. So that means what I can do then is, it's going to be a quick shot right there. I can put another guy like this. Almost need to make it, just make it parallel like this. And bring it in like that. And this would need to be long because it's going to have storage until pickup. Looking pretty good. I like it. Looks good. All right, so then we would do a new line from here to here. And that would be called cargo food to Druidville Harbour. And then I would go ahead and buy... It's got 4 to start with. It's a pretty short route. Like that. And let's also take a look at what our... I can turn this back on here. Up to 344 with... now the question is... whether or not there's any gaps is going to be the other thing. There are a couple spots where you could say there's gaps. So we can definitely add more. I'm going to go ahead and grab 5 more and hopefully we can squeeze them in. So that's going to be cargo wheat to food processing. Hopefully those can find the holes to get in there. And we can get that line up and move in. But this here will go as soon as we get the connection. So we're going to need a boat bringing the food to here, to this harbor. But this is not the correct harbor again. I think what I'm going to do is actually delete this. And I am going to... make this a little bit nicer like that. I'm going to go ahead and put in another harbor. This time it's going to be the cargo. I'm gonna go ahead and configure bulldoze that like that. I'm gonna go cargo like that. Shoot. You know what? No, I don't like that. Let's just do the one off the front like this. They'll come in, bingo, bango, that's good. So that's the cargo. What I'll need to do is put in one of these. It's not going to fit even close. We are going to do some configurationing here. Let's see, what can we do? We want to make this area significantly bigger, for one thing. If I just go smooth, doesn't really work that well though, because if you flatten it out and then you want to get the smoothness into the water, this basically pushes us back. Oh, maybe no, it should be this one. That's starting to do it there now. Just want it to look natural, you know. Okay, cargo coming in, and again, this is temporary kind of situations because let's see if I can make that work, because I need it to be big too. We need this guy, and I need it to be, let's make it to, look at that. I think this does the trick. Get rid of that. So weird. I gotta make it far enough over so that it's not doing something weird there with the road. Like that, and then let's get the road in there. Something like that, and let's see, maybe flatten this out again just a little bit like that, and just make this a little bit further out there. Something like that. This is not supposed to have tram on it. Oh my god. Let's try this one more time. Buildings. No, I do not want tram on my cargo depot. God. Like that. And let's go ahead and see if we can't configure this to have a back entrance like that. And then we can have them come in, pick up, and go out like that. And finally, we're bringing food in, so that means we're going to need to... Wow, yeah, this, I tried to get this city moving in the right direction, but it is absolutely a nightmare. Absolutely a nightmare. This city does not know what to do with itself. Mostly the food's here, but there's up here. There's like, it's just all over the place. I really need to get rid of some of this. The residential is here and up here. Commercial's down here. It's an absolute travesty how freaking screwed this city is. What I'm going to do then is... I'm going to place, for now, temporarily, because I don't have time to mess with all this, I'm going to get just an unload location for the trucks. That will hit everything. I'm going to put it somewhere in there. And then that's going to be a new line from here to here. And that's going to be the final delivery of food to Dogetopia. And then I'm going to go with an... Oh, this isn't done yet. Configure. I was like, why isn't that showing up? There we go. Now we go new line from here to here. Like that. And this is boat freight. Food to Dogetopia Harbour. Like that. Then we want to figure out what we want to do here. We have these guys there that have significantly more power and capacity. I'm going to go ahead and buy one of those and stick it on the line. Boat freight, there we go. And I have there, and then I just need one. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I have to replace the truck stop, or the truck depot, I should say. I deleted it when I was making some adjustments to the city's streets. Let's go ahead and put it out here somewhere for now. And buy vehicles, and this is going to be that. I'll buy 2 for now, and that's going to be the delivery of food to Dogetopia. Unable to find a path. What? Oh, this is Curryburg. Haha. You know what? I'm going to leave that there because I still think that city needs one. I'll be alright, ladies and gentlemen. I'm having a bit of a rough day. Buy vehicle. 1, 2. Then it's delivery of food to Dogetopia. And then come back over here to Curryburg for a second. And read those. Then we should have the beginnings of food movement. What's our, we're about to upgrade here, which is good. 405, that's perfect. So we are able to hit 405, which means these guys can do 200 plus. And all we need is for the food to start getting delivered. There we go. The movement started there now, so we're going to start picking up food here. It'll be brought to here and immediately dropped off for the boat. We have the boat here, like that. I'll probably have 2 boats going because it's a pretty long route, and then hopefully it'll be enough to pay for itself. It'll make good money. And at this point, well, I got two vehicles here. It wouldn't be a bad idea to have them spread out a little bit for a minute. So that's going to bring Dogetopia the food and stuff like that. Let me just unpause this guy now, just so that he's a little bit done. Now, one other thing I wanted to do to take a look at while we let this just run for a bit is we want to take a look at our boats, because we have the new Klondike boat, 66 out of 70. The new Klondike is this is what we've got right here, the Wilhelm. And we've got the, I'm sorry, the Klondike. The Frontenac, sorry. The Frontenac. Similar kind of names, I guess. The Frontenac is got a capacity of 85 instead of 70. And it's got significantly more power and a significantly higher top speed, which should amount to this run moving much quicker. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And let's just take a look at our boat, shall we? We got the new Frontenac. It's actually a pretty sweet looking boat if you think about it. Like, when you take a good look at this thing, yeah, that is pretty sexy. Right there. I mean, who wouldn't want to put on their best garments and hop aboard this ship right here and go for a Sunday sea ride? I mean, come on. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Beautiful day. Come sit out on the deck. Ooh, baby. That is some good looking stuff right there. So, here we go. We got people waiting there. What I do think I'm going to want to do is actually, instead of having this, I think I could actually get away with having something like this. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to go like this. Because I want more capacity. Why won't this thing fit? Oh, because this is... Okay. Let me bulldoze this. And under the pressure of time. We'll go like that. And like that. And then what we can do is... I can configure this to have an exit. No, I can't. I need it to be further to the right. Unless I did just the exit straight at the back. And then did the road like that. That's not too bad. And that way, if I configure this line to make the stop on 16th Street on Terminal 2, it can just swing straight through. It doesn't have to go up that road. Just go whoop, and then right out there. Just like that. And what will happen is this will have better capacity than a regular bus station on the side of the road. So it'll be able to just swing up through here and have more people. So when we have a boat like this, drop off 66 people, like this, by the way, how beautiful is that? Screenshot that. Gorgeous stuff. You know what I want to do though? I guess it doesn't save. I don't like having these on, to be honest with you, because it does kind of screw up the visual when you're looking at stuff like that. Anyway, nice looking dock. This looks pretty good actually. I like this. And then I'll be able to smooth some of this stuff out like this around the sides if we need to. That way it looks kind of natural, obviously. Like it's not, doesn't just drop off. Comes in here nice. That's good. I really like the way that looked out. Perfect. All right, so we have... Where's the other ship? Coming into dock there. That's perfect timing. What I'd like to do is go ahead and buy one more of those. And then let's go there. On that line like that. And yeah, they'll come in. He'll be able to pick up this food. 45.50. What's the rate on this line here? 62. I'd like to get that to 100 at least. So let's say we've got 4. That equals 64. Let's get 2 more on there and see where that takes us. So let's go 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. And then we're going to go wheat to food processing. Like that. And that line will get a little bit better. Did we? Wait a minute. No! You were supposed to... turn around. That's frustrating. That is frustrating. Ooh, we got some new stuff. Things. Maybe we'll play around with that in an upcoming episode. So this guy, that's frustrating because they were perfectly... I'm going to have to like stop this guy because I'd like to have them be pretty much perfectly opposite one another. So this guy can pick up the food. And let's check out. The rate is 54 with 2 boats. That's not good because we'd like to have it double. So we're going to need 4 boats to get the rate where we want it to be. That's good looking stuff right there. So he's got a mostly full load there. We have a rate. I've clearly put those on the wrong. Just a second. Yeah, I put 2 of those on the wrong line. Ah! You go to... This is going to be cargo. Food to Druid Harbor. And you as well need to be cargo, food to Druid Harbor. Put a couple of those on the wrong line. So now we should have 6 vehicles, 93 rate. It's not bad. We might grab 1 more. What we have to see. But we're going to need probably double the boats, which is going to be, there's going to have to be really, really, really valuable drop-offs. Okay, I can go ahead and put this guy back online. So now he's coming there and he's going there. So that's pretty much opposite one another. And yeah, that should work out pretty well. So we've got our harbor expanded in here, which looks really good. Like that a lot. Looks fantastic. I was surprised. It's just kind of all a nice little happy secret to, or happy surprise to see that connect right up to that edge and have it actually fit and work. We got that going. That's fantastic. And we got the drop off there. And processing is at 200, which is fantastic. This should be sitting at 400 rate. That's good. Yeah, really happy with how that worked out. This guy's got a lot of food waiting. What's the rate on that line again? The rate on that line is 84. Okay, that's about what we wanted. 2 trips, and then the boats kind of correspond. Every time a boat lands, a load gets knocked out there, so that's good. So yeah, they go with a pretty good sized load each time. So all the food seems to be good. We got 2 cities that are going to be growing with that. I'm going to have to spend some time with Dogetopia here, kind of creating, I don't know, just a little bit more land. And somehow straightening out. I added a couple of roads and stuff previously, but it's an absolute mess in here. There's just the industry and the. It's just gross. We're gonna sort it out. It's gonna have to be fixed. And of course, oh man, there's another thing that they need to fix in this game. When you stop a boat and then start it up again, it switches direction. So now this guy here should have been here, and there should have been crossing halfway. Now he went back and came forward, and now he's not even close to online. It's okay. Game's pretty new. They got time to fix stuff. Let's hope they do. We got some itch situations here as the Joshland to Rangerton line, making really good money. Gets up and running. Still have a ton of people wanting to get from Joshland to Rangerton. I did actually, between episodes, up the quantity from 2 to 3 cars on these. Not an impossible idea to maybe get a third train on that, to be honest with you. Although, really, like, we're not needing a ton down this end. It's more coming the other way, but things are moving in Rangerton. Having their demands met pretty well with the tools. Really happy with where we're at. So next time, I think what we're going to do is I want to get a third good up and running really soon. I'm not sure if that's going to be next episode or very soon. But I'm thinking about potentially getting getting Brompton working on the quarry to building materials kind of thing. So we'd have to get a train line that we've been planning on that's going to come through here into Brompton, and that's basically going to it'll carry eventually wood this way and then stone this way, and the stone will come in here to Brompton and we'll make building materials. And what we can do is we'll have a couple cities up here that don't have any product yet, as well as Druidville, which doesn't have any yet. So we can figure out a way to start getting that built and getting it to some other cities. So we might have some tracks going in here very soon, and a third good being produced. Should be a lot of fun. But that's it for this one. We did it. We've got food going to a second city. We expanded our harbor, and we can actually, if we wanted to, I just thought of this, we do actually have 2 other boat lines where we could put our new, oops, didn't mean to do that, sorry, want to do this, manage vehicle. I'm alright. The old Frontenac. Let's throw the Frontenac on there. He goes faster and he'll make people happy. Happy, happy, happy. And in here, same thing, manage vehicle. And throw the Frontenac in there. Oops, just like that. Isn't it? Like I said, it's a beauty. It's an absolute beauty. Absolute beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. Do not forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, do all the things. And of course, leave some comments down below if you've got any questions or comments about the series. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.